Hey guys, it's day 134. It is 58 degrees out here, but honestly, it feels a bit cooler. The wind is blowing, so it's got that chill, but I love it. And I'm in the New Balance Fresh Foam BB V2s today. Here it is from the side, here it is from the other side. So let's get the weight loss discussion out of the way early. I dropped half a pound, so nothing earth shattering or anything, but a half pound is a half pound. I was at 236.6 before. I'm now at 236.1. But if I'm telling the complete truth, I had to kind of punish myself yesterday for a ton of bad decisions that I had made earlier in my workout week, which for me kind of begins on Thursdays. And so, I made a lot of bad choices, and I was just kind of punishing myself for that. And so I had to go through a fast for a large portion of my day. Now, I did have a bowl of oatmeal and blueberries prior to going out on my morning walk, but throughout the day I had nothing to eat. And in the evening, I was still doing really great, and I was still up around midnight. And then my little boy got sick, and I was constantly going up and down the stairs, and I finally just kind of gave out, and I was like, I have to put something in this belly. And fortunately, I had some leftover steak, and I literally just bit into that steak while it was cold. Didn't even warm it up, just went after it. And I had probably about 2 or 3 ounces of steak last night. It was some leftover New York strip that I had made the night before on the grill. So it was absolutely delicious, even cold. So it wasn't the greatest fitness week, but it definitely could have been worse. And I will take the loss. Any measurable loss is fantastic. So yesterday, when I went for my first walk, I had the realization that my physical fitness was really in the gutter. And I knew that, but you don't really know until you don't really know until you put it to the test. So for me to need to stop about 4 times during my half-mile jog to walk, that was kind of a little wake-up call for me that I have a long way to go, and I need to go about this smartly, if that's a word. But I need to definitely take a very strategic path to move forward. I can't just say, I'm just going to run a marathon. It's not going to be like that. I've been watching some reflective videos on whether or not we even need to be running a marathon, or why people need to feel this need to do it, and how new runners, for me, may want to just jump into a marathon straight away, and maybe that we shouldn't, and all of that. And for as many people that are out there that say you shouldn't, there are people out there that say go for it. And both experienced level people, both with legitimate viewpoints. I think for me, running a marathon and completing it is just a measure of fitness. And at my age, I need a feeling of bringing myself back. And this started with me just exercising more and wanting to lose weight. But as I've been out here day after day consistently, I've kind of fallen in love with the process, and now I just want to create myself a very big goal. Now, if I don't reach that goal, I've at least strived, and if I can even get close, then I'm already a lot better than where I am now. So I don't know, I'm going to have big goals. I'm going to try to reach them, and that's it. It's just the accomplishment of a goal, and primarily rooted in physical fitness and kind of proving to myself that I can do it. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys are hearing it, but off in the distance, there are just sirens going off everywhere, police sirens. And the same was true yesterday. And I mean non-stop sirens. I don't know what the heck is going on, but it's like non-stop from all different directions. I'm hearing at least 4 different sirens from different places all over. I have no idea what is going on. Anyway, I'm going to modify what I'm doing as far as my training according to what ChatGPT has told me to do daily. Try to prepare myself for the weekly long runs. So this morning is consisting of a 20-minute brisk walk, and then run for 30, walk for 90, and do that 5 times. So once I complete that cycle, I should have a pretty good idea of how these shoes are performing. Right now, they feel a little bit loose on me. They are my standard size. but they do feel very comfortable, very comfortable. The cushion is really nice for a basketball shoe. I love the throwback to the better materials. They're just really nice. I just did my first 30-second jog, and it is so nice to have a pair of shoes that have more cushion in that heel for my fat butt. God, I appreciate that so much. I just did my second 30-second jog. I am so out of breath and fat. You know, these shoes were reported to have a very wide toe box, and they do, but for whatever reason, it was rubbing on my right pinky toe like bad. So I've had to put in some protective tape over top of the toe to kind of accommodate that, but I'll try to treat it with a shoe stretcher going forward. But just kind of know that even if it's widely reported to be wide base, you can still run into some issues. Well, that was my third jog. Man, this is pitiful. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. That's all it is. I know my feet are sloppy and going all over the place, so a shoe like this is actually really good for stability because it's super wide. That was jog 4. I'm dying here, guys. One more jog. Let's go. All right, I'm still alive. So at least for now. You know, I know it's kind of weird that a person would be out here running in basketball shoes, but I find that they give me a lot of lateral stability that someone like me needs due to being old and balance isn't, you know, amazing at my age. And so having that greater sense of security in the foot makes the journey a whole lot more reassuring. And then the cushion in this heel is so nice. At no point was I feeling pain. And I have plantar fasciitis. So yeah, it's a really amazing, comfortable step. And the materials, there's like high quality leathers on this bad boy, and it is very pliable. It's moving with the foot. It's just really nice. I certainly don't think this is a bad shoe to train in while I have all this extra weight on my frame. So the ChatGPT program basically having me add a stretching component with calf stretches and hip opener, stuff like that. But they've also incorporated different calf exercises, just natural body weight and balance exercises. So all of that is something that I really haven't done too much prior to any of this. And yesterday I started stretching for the first time in a long time. And I do think that it did help. I'm 134 days into this journey and I don't have everything figured out yet, but there's just still so much to learn, and that I am learning. I don't know, guys. I think there's not much more that a person could want in a shoe. It's accommodating. It is stable. It has excellent traction. It feels pretty lightweight for all the materials that are on it. So I don't feel like it's a heavy shoe or it's clunky. Excellent cushioning. Fresh Foam X. I think that's about my favorite foam in the shoe industry today. All the materials are super premium. The laces feel solid. I don't know, guys. It's almost perfection in a shoe. I could see where someone who might want more court feel would want a different shoe, but this still feels surprisingly low to the ground, especially in the forefoot, despite ample cushion in that area. It's kind of strange. It is a very solid and stable shoe. I think there's a plate in there that helps with that. And just a side note to everything I've been saying. Yesterday, I tried to go for a full 24-hour fast. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it, guys. My willpower is not strong enough. I tried, man. I really tried. But, God, I don't know how anybody does it. I was like crashing out, buddy. Well, guys, I've been in the shoe for 53 minutes. I think they're great. Fantastic. No changes. I want to thank you all for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you out here tomorrow. Later.